We can lose the fireflies. The nights will be a little bit less magical, but we can persist. The question is, how many of these organisms can we lose before we start to see consequences?
I saw my first firefly this year right in my own backyard, then a few more during a trip to the Highlands, and even more in the less disturbed areas of Waterloo Park. Fireflies, with their soft glow and natural lantern-like beauty, are breathtaking to witness in person. Seeing one sparked an instant fascination in me. As I spoke with others in my area, it seemed that sightings were on the rise, but I soon learned that this did not reflect the state of their population. In reality, firefly species around the world are declining. Fireflies live on every continent in the world except Antarctica. Of the 150 species regularly studied so far, 20% are already threatened with extinction. Although scientists still lack fundamental information about many species, there is a broad understanding of the threats they face, including eroding landscapes, shrinking food sources, and disruptive courtship patterns. According to researchers, the greatest threat is habitat destruction. Industrialization, deforestation, unsustainable tourism, chemical pesticide use, and light, air, and water pollution all contribute to the loss of firefly habitats. More recently, researchers have also emphasized the accelerating impact of climate change.
As best we can tell, the main factors that seem to be limiting firefly populations and would be responsible for declines would be climate and weather-related things, especially advancing temperatures as we're expecting to see with climate change.
Climate affects every stage of a firefly's life cycle. How efficiently fireflies hibernate in the ground in winter, when they emerge to find mates, and how long they survive in the summer are all climate dependent. Droughts brought on by global warming can kill both larvae and their prey, while excessively wet conditions can flood breeding grounds and interrupt life cycles. Additionally, larvae rely on long, cold winters to hibernate, but winters are getting shorter and warmer due to global warming.
So if you have a bad year for fireflies, it may not actually be because of what's happening in that year. It may be because of what happened last year or the year before or both.
While areas like the Highlands provide relatively good conditions, with minimal pesticide use, low levels of artificial light, abundant trees and shrubs, and access to water, residents have still noticed firefly numbers declining. Similar trends appear worldwide. In Asia, rising sea levels and intensified storms threaten local firefly species. Despite these challenges, anyone can play a role in saving fireflies. In Kanazawa, Japan, citizens are restoring community gardens, rehabilitating the canal system, developing clean transportation, and promoting sustainable tourism to help protect firefly populations.
If you have gardens, leaving some of that natural leaf litter, leaving access to the soil, not having a perfectly sterilized yard can be really helpful for supporting fireflies.
Reducing light pollution, avoiding lawn chemicals, mowing and raking less frequently, and advocating against deforestation and industrialization can all help. Creating firefly-friendly habitats, such as leaving woody debris and planting trees and shrubs, also supports their survival.
We're seeing so many species experiencing the kind of death by 1,000 cuts, and that seems to be true with fireflies as well. The question is, how many of these organisms can we lose before we start to see consequences?